So this evening we're just going to share some information with you, some information that I received a few years ago, some information that could possibly change your life. So this first slide that we're seeing about the times are changing, I'm going to ask you guys if you can agree with this, that in the past, the people that had the power and the money were the people that had the agriculture, which is the farms, which is the land. Is this correct? This is how it used to work years ago? Yes? Okay, and then it moved into the Industrial Revolution, the Industrial Age, and the people that could provide the jobs, what happened? They had the power and the money, correct? So today we're in something that's called globalization, technology, knowledge. Do we agree with this? That this is what's occurring? Yes? Yes. Yes. Okay, great. Now this next slide is a slide that comes from the book of Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Who in here has heard of Rich Dad, Poor Dad or read the books? How many of you guys? Okay, the guests that are here, have you guys ever read Rich Dad, Poor Dad? No? Okay. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he explained that we have 4 quadrants in life. And I'm going to break it down to you and explain to you real quickly. These quadrants is divided by the left side and the right side. He said, in order for us to have financial independence, we need to be on the right side of the quadrant. Let me explain. The first quadrant here, the E, stands for employee. And then you have the S for self-employed or specialist, doctor, lawyer, accountant. Then on the opposite side, you have the B quadrant for the big business, which is 500 plus employees. Remember that number, 500. And then the I quadrant stands for the investor. Now here, when we're as an employee, what happens as an employee? Our life is controlled by somebody else. We are there for a steady paycheck. Your retirement takes 30 to 40 years. Yes? Yes. Okay, yes. Correct. And when we get tired of a boss, a lot of people will branch out and go become self-employed, correct? And what happens here? The income depends 100% on us. And if your business doesn't produce you money, what happens? Much of the time, we shut down, and then we go back up to be an employee for that steady paycheck, correct? And this is the way we spend our whole life, from the E to the S to the E. But what Robert Kiyosaki said is, we need to learn to jump to the other side. The big business is the 500 plus employees. The big business is where all the companies started. Ford Motors, Toyota, Gateway, Apple, they all started, a lot of them started in their garage, correct? Yes. And then they moved up into becoming a big business. And what happens here? 4% of the population live on this side. And then the 1% is the investor. And I'm not talking about selling stock in the stock market. I'm talking about being a Warren Buffett, living off of your investments, making money every single day, every single week, not putting your money in a 401k and wait until you're 70 years old to cash it out to find out that there's nothing. Correct? Okay, so we need to learn to move to the right side of the quadrant, and the information that we're going to give you this evening is in the B quadrant. And what is the information? It's the opportunity of the 21st century. Basically, it's building a chain of distribution. That's all it is. Very simple. Chain of distribution. How does traditional marketing work? A product or a service is made in a factory, then it goes to the wholesaler, warehouse, the stores promote it, and it finally gets to the consumer. That's how distribution works, correct? Well, somebody thought about this over 75 years ago and said, the future is going to be different. It's not going to work this way no more. It's going to be this way. Network marketing. What is network marketing? A product or a service is made in a factory and it goes directly to the consumer. Is this happening today? It's been going on for years, correct? Internet changed the way of life, the way of doing business, correct? Yes. Here's an example that I tell people here, back in traditional, this water bottle. This water bottle, for the guests that are here, not the leaders, how much do you think it costs to make this water bottle with the water all the way back in the factory? Beverly, what do you think? Give it a price.
70 cents.
70 cents. Gentlemen? Yes?
Probably a dime.
A dime? Okay. Any other guests here? A guest right here? How much do you think it costs to make this? Yes. A nickel. Okay, this water bottle is 3 to 5 cents. Water's free. Did you know that? Now, if I go to that gas station across the street, how much would I pay for a bottle of water? $1, $1.50. How much is it in here? $2. How much should we pay in a restaurant?
Like $5.
How about in a football game or Disney World? $5, $6. Okay, the question is, how many water bottles do you think are moved in the entire world every day? That's called a distribution, is how many bottles of water can we get in the people's hands. That is a distribution. So today, the network marketing, which has been around 75 years ago, imagine somebody thought about this 75 years ago, before the internet was even around, before a computer was even around. He said, this is going to be the future. Who does this? Amazon. Amazon is one of the biggest internet companies. And do they have local stores? No. And everyone here has heard of Borders? Borders, the bookstore that closed up, but you can go on borders.com and buy books. Did you know that? So they're still working off the internet. So what are the benefits of network marketing? There's a lot of benefits. It's a small investment. It's a high return. There's no territorial limits. It's a global expansion. It can be anywhere in the world. But the biggest benefit is the income that we earn. What we're taught to go to school, I'm not saying school is bad. School is great because we all need an education. But what do they teach us? To go to school, get an education, graduate, go get a job, work your whole life at this job. If you don't work, what happens?
You don't get paid.
And how many people are unemployed today? Millions, 14 plus million people unemployed. So what's linear income? Retirement takes 30 to 40 years. Is that true? Yes? In today's world. Retirement takes 30 to 40 years? You guys need to go to Walmart, and who's standing at the door saying, welcome to Walmart?
Bernie.
Huh? At the local supermarkets, who's putting the food in the bags and carrying them out to your car?
The elderly people.
The elderly. Yes. Aren't they supposed to be retired and enjoying life? Yes. So retirement is longer. We work 8 to 12 hours a day. It's a scheduled time. Your income is limited. Yes or yes?
Yes.
So what happens with network marketing? You receive something called residual income. Basically, it's royalties. You do a job once well, and you get paid for the rest of your life. How can you get royalties? If you're a singer, look at the example, Elvis Presley. I say this all the time. He died over 40 years ago. His estate earned $50 million last year. All of you are breathing, look healthy, and how many in here have earned $50 million last year? Not one hand went up. He's been dead 40 years. You see? Why? Because he made records, and every time they get copied and they get sold, he earns an income. Michael Jackson died, and the next day he paid off his debt. Imagine that. The other way is if you write a book and it becomes a #1 on the New York sellers list, and then what happens? You get paid for the rest of your life. And the third way is through network marketing. So what happens here? Financial independence can take anywhere to 2 to 5 years. You know what it is to compress your life in 2 to 5 years from 30 to 40 years and end up continuing to work? Residual income, we work 1 to 2 hours a day, flexible time, unlimited income. You take control of your life. Look at the potential of the industry. This was on an article on the Wall Street Journal in New York. Okay, it says 800,000 distributors per month are signing into network marketing. Can you imagine getting 800,000 distributors in 1 month in your business? It's possible. This is how many are getting on board every single month. 125 billion in 150 countries is being moved. 75 million distributors around the world are in network marketing. Look at the title that was on the Wall Street Journal. Why now is prime time for direct selling? Direct selling is network marketing. So that's the potential of the industry. The experts have been talking about it. They've been writing books. They're talking about that it's the new economy. It's the perfect business model for the future. All the books, so you can look it up. What company makes this possible? We represent a company called 4Life Research. The founders are right here, David and Bianca Lisenby. The CEO is Steve Tu. Our company is based in Utah. It was started in 1998, so it's a 17-year-old company. And what's exciting about 4Life is a debt-free company. That's something very important when you deal with network marketing companies. We're debt-free. So what made all the acknowledgments of 4Life have been in Success from Home, Nexera. In the top 100 direct selling companies, we were number 41, but last year we ranked number 27. So I think 4Life deserves a round of applause for that. We moved number 27 of the top 100 global companies, and we are just a baby company of 17 years old, and we rank number 27. We've been featured on Inc. 500. Anyone, the guests that are here, Inc. 500, what they do is they analyze 20,000 U.S. private companies. And out of the 20,000 private companies, they take out the top 500. That's why it's called the Inc. 500 list. 4Life ranked number 15. 15 out of 20,000 companies. What does that mean to the guests that are here? It means we're doing something good, we're growing, steadily growing. Okay, these are phenomenal results that we've been getting. So this is all the international offices that we have and where we're doing business in all the markets around the world. So why is 4Life growing so much? Because would you put a price on your health? Who in this room would put a price on their health? I don't think anybody. You put a price on your health? Go ahead, what is it? Unlimited, see? So what happens? 4Life has phenomenal products, natural supplements. Our products are standardized, they're guaranteed potency, they're kosher, they're halal certified, a lot of them. The products are top quality products. We have a sheet that we can give you more information about the purity and everything about the certification of our products. But what's exciting about our products is we have over 110 products. We have products for energy. Who in here needs extra energy? Because I see a lot of people getting sleepy. I'm doing a good job when I put you to sleep, right? Energy products, weight loss products, meal replacement products. We also have skincare products. We have animal products. We have antioxidants. Who in here brushes their teeth? There's a few of you didn't raise your hand. We have products to brush your teeth. What's important about that is that our products don't have fluoride. They don't have all those chemicals. We even came out with the new products, the shampoo and the conditioner and the body wash with no silicone, no sulfate, which is very important, none of these chemicals. Our flagship product is the transfer factors, and they are messenger molecules that are extracted from the cow colostrum in the egg yolk. And what they do, it's not a vitamin, it's not a mineral, it's not an herb. These are just little molecules, and they boost the immune system. Go to the person that invited you and get more information, because the testimonies are incredible. We have one woman here who had the psoriasis really bad, and the other one's smiling because she knows her for years. Psoriasis is gone. The woman is now wearing shorts. Okay? Someone who had very bad psoriasis. We have so many testimonies from asthma, allergies, rheumatoid arthritis, diabetes. The list goes on and on and on. So get with the person that invited you, and you can get more information on what these products do. And what I'm excited about with these products, and this is something very important that I always tell everybody, one of our newest products is the fat-burning whey protein shake. Okay? Who in here doesn't want to lose weight? That's one question. Who in here doesn't want to lose weight or lose inches or transform their body? That's our new product. We already have the studies that it does what it's supposed to do. It's patent pending. All of 4Life's products are patent. So that's something very important for us, because it's a security for us. That means nobody's going to be able to duplicate what we have. This is for us. This is our security. But what I get excited about is that it was predicted that the wellness industry, this trend that it's occurring, is supposed to exceed $3.1 trillion by 2020. In 5 years, $3.1 trillion annually. That's what's coming. I'm going to give you guys examples of people in different professions, should I say, that are getting involved in this industry. Meanwhile, you and I are too busy working to pay our bills, coming home, relaxing, watching TV, falling asleep, besides eating your dinner and all that. Wake up the next day, start your routine again, day after day after day. We're not paying attention to what's happening. So I'll get an example of Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez is a singer and actress, correct? She brought out her protein shake about a month ago. She's got a protein shake. She's got a vitamin line. How about Donald Trump? What is Donald Trump known for? Golf courses, real estate, casinos, right? He brought out his multivitamin 5 years ago. Now, who made the vitamin water? 50 Cent. He's what? He's a rapper. Okay, so all these different professions. When you watch TV, Dannon Yogurt with probiotics. Have you seen that? Dannon Yogurt. Did you hear Pepsi Cola is now getting into the milk industry? That's another one. Okay? They're all getting into the wellness, energy drinks, everything. Skincare line. There's so many famous movie stars that have brought out their skincare. And why is this occurring? Do you think that they know something that we don't know? Of course they do. They've already been researched, and they've already been told that the wellness industry is going to exceed $3.1 trillion in less than 5 years. So these people start to bring out their products prior to, while we're just sitting at home watching TV, watching these commercials. Planters Peanuts has peanuts for your cholesterol and for energy. Go to the supermarket and you'll see it. So what's happening? All these companies know something that we're giving you information about, about this trend that's occurring. 4Life, like I mentioned, their products are patented. We have all the certifications, and most importantly, we're in the physician's desk reference, which is the PDR. That's the book that the doctors have. Our products are in there because of the studies, that the reason why we're in there, and that's something credible for people in the medical profession if they want to look up more information, exactly what the products do. You can also look up the information on the uspto.gov. That's the Patent and Trademark Office, and you could see how they extract and how they put the product together. So, how do we get started? It's real simple. If you're interested in getting started, 4 easy steps. The first step is to go on your smartphone or your tablet or your computer, and you sign up with 4Life, and you get an ID number. This ID number identifies you, and you could sign up anybody in the world. You could start doing business anywhere in the world. With one phone call, you start getting people in once you get your ID number. The second step is to buy your business kit. It starts from anywhere from $29.99 to $535. You go to the person that invited you, ask how much it is, what way you can get involved in this business, because like I said, we start at $30 all the way to $535. It depends on your finances. The third step is to do your maintenance. Now, this is the Club 250, and I'm going to explain real quick, but you can go to the person that invited you and get more information about Club 250. But 4Life says that every month we have to do a maintenance of 100 life points. That's your maintenance in your business. All of our products, 110 products, are all based on a point system. If you're interested in the transfer factors for your immune system, that product alone is 50 points. If you're interested in buying that whey protein and start losing weight and start transforming your body, that's 50 points. So how many of those protein shakes do you have to move a month? 2 to make your 100 minimum requirement, okay? But we have this new Club 250, and it's for the benefit of the new people. And what is this Club 250 about? Instead of just doing the minimum 100, we're going to push to 250 points. So that means I got to get 5 people on that protein. And what happens when you start losing weight, women, we start talking and people start noticing. So it's just pushing it a little harder, and I'm going to explain after why it's for you, the benefits for you. The fourth step is to learn how to build the network, and that's where we come in as a team and we teach you. We work together as a team to build this distribution, this chain of distribution. So the Club 250, first off, you receive 25% above the 100-point minimum, and 4Life pays every single day. So an example that they have here, say you move 1,000 life points in the month. Your minimum requirement is 100, and then your excess points is 900 times 25%. That's 225 points. Is this doable? Of course it is. Because all your customers that are not interested in doing business, they want to try the product, then they're your customers. Those are your points, you see? Another second one is that every person that you bring on board, you get paid 25% of their first purchase. Every new person that comes on board. So an example, if they come in with a diamond kit, which is the biggest kit that we have, is 400 points, you get paid 25%, that's $100. You bring in 3 people in 1 month with a diamond kit, that's an extra $300. Can that help everybody in their households? Of course it can. It's that simple. But the biggest benefit of Club 250 is that the new person that reaches those 250 life points every month goes into a raffle. It's not just one raffle. It's a few raffles. It's not just one winner. It's about 10 people in each raffle. The first raffle is $100. The second one is $250. The third one is $500. And the other raffle is $1,000. So you have an opportunity to get in this raffle every single month as long as you maintain 250 life points. Every quarter, the company says, you know what, you did such a good job that now we're going to move you up to a bigger raffle, which is $1,000 or $5,000. And it's not just one person. I think they're choosing about 10 people in each raffle. So can you imagine? Every month you're given more and more chances to win extra money. That is the benefit of Club 250. Now I'm going to show you real quick how we earn money. And this is just an example. It could be any number that you want, but there's about 8 different ways to earn money with 4Life. This is an example of not your customers, not a product seller. This is people that are interested in building your network, your chain of distribution. How does it work? We use the example of 6 people that you bring on board. 6 people on your front line, and everybody in the Club 250 will give you a whopping $30 for the entire month working with these 6 people. Does that sound good? Does that sound good, Beverly? No, someone back there is shaking their head no. No, okay. This $30 is the best $30 that you'll earn in this company every single month, and you will appreciate it every single month. Why? Because these 6 people, you have to train them. You have to duplicate yourself. They're going to become your mini-me. What happens when they become your mini-me? Can one person go and talk to 200,000 people, open up a country underneath you? Of course they can. You don't know how many people they're going to talk to, but we're going to keep it real low. So say these 6 people, look for 6 each. Now you have 36 people on your second level, everybody in the Club 250. It's 1,170 plus your $30. That's an extra $1,200 a month. Can that help you? Yes. Okay. Do you know that this $1,200 a month is more than the average retiree today that has worked 30 to 40 to 50 years? After they spent their whole life, they stop, they look back and they say, what did I do with my life? That they're still working. How much does it take? 36 plus 6 is how many people? 42 people. So your first goal in your business is to get 42 people to earn $1,200. But does it stop there? No, it doesn't. 36 people looking for 6 each. Remember I told you in the beginning, the big business that we're going to talk to you about is how many people, guess? 500? Are we there yet? No. 216, 36, and 6 is not 500. 216 people, everybody in Club 250. That's 4,968 plus your $1,200, almost $7,000 a month. How many people in this room are earning $7,000 a month from their jobs or from their business? You see, $7,000 a month and you're about 260 people. Remember what Robert Kiyosaki said, 500 is the goal. Why? Why didn't they teach us in school? Because look what happens when you go over 500. You have now 216 people looking for 6 each, 1,296 people. Everybody in Club 250 is 21,384 plus your 7,000, almost $30,000 a month. You think they're going to teach this in school? Well, they're starting to teach about network marketing in colleges now. They're starting to teach this because this is a real profession and it's something that could give you freedom. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what your level of education is. Everybody can do this. And it's infinity. It doesn't stop. It continues. So how are you going to get the knowledge? We all belong to an organization that we use an educational system. It's actually your roadmap, okay? Your roadmap to build that network. Who's going to support me? We all belong to a group called the International Networkers Team. We're an organization within For Life. We're a group that already has a system in place that we have duplicated all over the world. We have central meetings everywhere. And what's exciting about this, and I get excited every time I mention them, because all this work that they've done, we're in 107 countries already, with the primary language of our group is Spanish. They don't speak English. Okay, and what is the #1 language for business and politics in the world? English. English. This is the English meeting right here. This is what we've done so far, and we're going to keep going, because if they did this in Spanish, what do you think is going to happen here in the United States alone? So this is the information we wanted to share with you. For the guests that are here, go to the leader, the person that invited you, and get more information.